Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Straight out of Beverly Hills, right?
You know, your record does actually travel across the water.
Oh my God!
Anyway, no, but handsome fella, lovely fella, and
Right, you're making me all hot and bothered.
yeah, look at that.
Didn't know he fancied me so much.
Easy, Tiger. Easy. Easy, Tiger. All right, so let's get into this then. The girls are wafting themselves as well. There's heat in here. Look what you're doing, JC, eh? Everybody's melting in here.
Well, I believe that Peter has turned up the heating, so we're all overheating. The girls are not wearing too much, and I'm getting kind of hot myself.
Now you know why I love doing lattes with Lorimer. I'm sitting here with two ladies, apparently not wearing much, whilst we conduct and talk very seriously about real estate. So, tell us about the house you just sold. No. What we like to do is we like at PLG to really put people on the spot, make them feel awkward, and dig into their horrible, darkest secrets, and expose them whilst live streaming. So,
I'm so looking forward to it.
So, all kidding aside, JC has been involved in the movie business for what, 20 years?
20 years. I had a production company back in the UK. We made a bunch of films, videos, music.
Cheers, by the way.
Music videos. Cheers, boss.
God save the Queen.
Nice one, brother. I'm from East London, if you're wondering where my strange accent is from. And I've been acting for about 20 years or so. Done about 40 films.
Which part of London?
East London, where the real Cockneys are from within the sound
Isle of
of
Dogs?
Bow Bells. Canning Town.
Canning Town. So, the beautiful thing about America is this. Well, there are many beautiful things, and two of them are sitting right here. But
What, over there? We should turn the camera around.
I should turn the camera around, right? Yeah.
No, let them put their clothes on first.
Oh, stop! Wow. Okay.
PLG, we're very liberal here. And the pirate ship.
It is a pirate ship. We are a pirate ship. No rules, as long as it's legal. Okay, so the thing about America is this, right, with English accents.
Right.
You don't mind me saying this, right? Your accent's, it's rough as arses.
Yeah, it's very strong.
It's very strong. My accent is not quite as strong as JC's, but we both, kind of grew up
On the blue collar part of the street.
ducking and diving.
Ducking
And diving. And the thing about America is you can't tell the difference, God love you, between me and JC, who are brothers from another mother, and
Hugh Grant, who
Hugh
speaks
Grant.
just like me and Peter, right?
yeah, he's terribly posh. But everybody goes, "Oh, you guys all sound the same," and I'm like, "All that education and all that privilege." Okay, we're going down a political path right here. So, what brought you to the States?
So, I've been acting for a long time, like I said. I did a lot of work back in the UK, and it got to the point in my career when it was like, if you want to take it as far as you can go, you got to go to Hollywood. So then I had the pain of getting a working visa, which really is, unless you've been through it, it's very stressful, expensive, tough to get. But I had done enough work to get my green card eventually. I had a couple of working visas, done a green card. And that was super frustrating because I'd been in and out of real estate during that whole period as well. Did my first transaction when I was 21 years old.
Why? Wow.
I bought my grandma. I can do why and well. Wow. He did a transaction at 21. Why is an old couple that were like my grandparents that stole me from a children's home. True story. I bought their house for them when I was 21 years old. When they ran into
Rewind. That's the sound of an old VCR. Right? You were stolen from a children's home?
You want to know?
You were an orphan?
Kind of. I was abandoned, yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. I was, cool. The briefest way I can put it is that a young girl who was working in a clip joint in central London.
You need to tell them what a clip joint is.
Like a hostess type bar. At 18, got young with a young kid, a young baby. Couldn't really cope. And one of the other bouncers there apparently from the kindness of his heart, the story is shrouded in mystery, truly. He took me home to his parents, right? Because they thought they would look after me. It's a true story.
Boy, he said this was the brief version.
This is the brief version.
Okay, go on.
They took me home, and so they looked after me for 6 weeks. They gave me back to my biological mum to see if she could now cope. She couldn't, so she put me in a children's home, like a Bernardo's or something. And then they'd grown attached to me, unbelievably. They was all upset, so they got him to go to the kids' home, say that he was my father, took me out, moved. They were far too old to adopt. They'd already had 10 kids of their own from 2 marriages, can you believe? They were too old to adopt legitimately, so they moved straight out of London to eventually Essex, where they brought me up, and I was like this very well kept dirty secret at home. My old dad used to walk like 5-10 miles in the wrong direction. He didn't want no one to know they were buying diapers, nappies for the secret baby at home, you know. And a lot of this stuff only become uncovered when one of my acting coaches a few years back, a super blunt British guy, said to me, you know, about my acting. Oh, maybe you know, tell me about your past, blah blah blah. Maybe I was trying a little too hard, overcompensating. And he nailed me in one session. It was unbelievable. And he said, you need to go and make peace with your past, sit down with a guy who might have been your biological father, and try and get as much of the true story as you can from the horse's mouth. And I did that with him about 2-3 years ago. Yeah,
nice.
True story, man. True story.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So one thing I want to say about JC is this. JC is he's a guy that's always in the office. He's always grinding away. He's always at the computers. He's always going for it. I roll up, he's here. I leave, he's here. And you joined us from another company that shall remain nameless.
All right. Cool.
Maybe we'll name them.
The names have been changed to protect the innocent, right?
And you know, you've been with us for a year. You've got 2 escrows back to back right now, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, the graft is paying off.
Happy about it.
So we're not done with the past yet.
Okay.
We've got a little bit more to dig into.
Well,
yeah?
funny enough.
Funny you should mention that.
But my so a lot of
hang
my.
on, hang on.
Okay.
So we all do things that are colourful, right?
God, I am getting hot now.
Yeah, I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot thinking about those Jerry curls.
Apparently.
So listen, it's just a bit of a gill, a bit of fun. We like to talk about our past. Nobody's poking any fun. I admire it. I've never taken my clothes off in public before.
Really? That's not what you were telling me before the camera started rolling.
I might do it in the next 10 minutes. No.
Peter Python, I think you.
Oi! Good Lord. Yeah, I'll take that. No, anyway. So tell us about your
what he is alluding to, my fine fellow friend here. I'm going to rewind very slightly, right? So I did my first real estate transaction when I was 21 years old, and it was for my grandma, let's call her, house, right? Now it's important. I couldn't afford, so I moved up to London. I was a boxer. I was trying to make ends meet, and I couldn't pay their mortgage. Now as a young lad, I could be out on the street, but I couldn't have my aged parents chucked out, right? So I started unlicensed professional boxing before.
Did you really?
Yeah, before MMA even existed. I was an unlicensed underground fighter.
Street fighter.
Street fighter. Yeah, well, there was gloves. We had gloves. And then, well, I couldn't.
Well, then that's all right.
I still couldn't make enough money to cover the mortgage and stuff. And I saw a guy in a bar taking his clothes off.
Yeah.
With a bunch of,
as you do in the East End.
with a bunch of women all screaming and stuff, and I just thought maybe I could do that, you know.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
So I became a Jack the Ripper. I became a male stripper to pay my grandma's mortgage. True story, man.
Did you ever get how far did it go?
Well, let's just say our show started where the Chippendales end. You know what I mean, Governor? But actually, I did it for a 10-year period. It started off as little bars and clubs, whatever, and then we put together a whole group. We toured 20 countries.
What was it called?
All around the world. It was called, we did a bunch, but Extreme Force, British Chippendales, we did Dream Boys, anything to do with men taking their clothes off, it was us. What can I tell you? Okay, so the cat is out of the bag.
Yeah.
I am happily married now, but I have a great understanding of the female psyche. If any women are out there looking for a house, I would be very happy to help you.
And you might throw in a quick strip as a closing present. All joking aside, I mean, yes, we are a pirate ship. We are a collection of odd people. We are the island of misfit toys when it comes to real estate. Case in point being myself, and JC fits in very well. All joking aside, we admire you greatly. You're. I saw that. Did you see that? That was like, what's he after?
Well, that really.
No, we all love JC. He's part of the family. He's always here. He's always quick to crack a joke, even if you don't understand him, because he's still got a very strong accent, which I understand.
Just as well. I'm trying to slow down and give my screen-speaking voice for the American ear to be understood. Subtitles can follow later.
So listen, you've got lots of choices. This is about you, it's not about us. But what is it about PLG that
Do you know what, Pete? I ask myself. Every morning I ask myself the same question every day. Oh my God, I've got to go in and Peter's going to be ripping me one more. And that's Cindy, I mean, bloody hell. No, it was a very, very easy choice. I was very much leaning towards trying to find a way to stand out from the crowd. I did try some of the old school ways, door knocking. I didn't really do cold calling, but making calls to people I knew a little bit, mailers, all of that. And I was actually looking for a digitally advanced, sort of edgy, fun sort of company. A mutual friend of ours, Waleed, he just said to me, "Oh, you need to meet Peter. He's another English bloke. He's in real estate." It wasn't even about trying to join the agency or anything. So I sat down with Peter. Peter here, and Lucky's not here. I sat down with you, boss, and we chatted for probably 10-15 minutes, and he said, "Do you want to go away and we'd love you here on board the pirate ship," just like that. He said it
with a patch on the eye.
And
parrot on my
he
shoulder.
said, "Do you want to go away and think about it?" And I went, "No, I don't need to think about it. Let's do this." And he went, "What? Right now?" I went, "Yeah, let's go." So it was a great choice. It was a perfect fit for what I was looking for. I love the culture here. Everybody is everybody's helping everybody else out.
Yeah.
I've got a question, I say, "Hey, excuse me," or something. "Wait, what's happening?" But there's always someone there to lend a helping hand. That's the bottom line. But there truly is a great feeling of camaraderie here at PLG, and I have been at one of the other companies, and I was actually I get approached at least once every 2 months by somebody else. I took a bunch of meetings before I even knew I was going to come here, and this place is fun. It's fun. It's the best one. It's camaraderie. Everyone, we're all in this. I feel we're all in this together, and it isn't like who's looking over my shoulder and who's doing more deals than me. It's like, wow, Jesse, how can we help? What are you doing now? Perhaps you should try this. Yeah, so I love it.
Oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. So, to all the people out there that are watching, right? The one thing I will say about JC is I've watched this boy grind. He probably knows more about most areas in Los Angeles than anybody else right now. He's behind that computer researching. Above all else, his moral compass, the North Star, he's as straight as an arrow and just a damn fine bloke. And if people want to get hold of you, how do they get hold of you?
Well, pigeons. I like carrier pigeons because they're friendly. They don't eat much. You can feed them up. They fly. Where you want to go? No. John Campbell Estates. That's me. If you Google that should take you to my Instagram. John Campbell EST. There's a website, johncampbellestates.com. Very proud to be a part of the PLG family. I believe I'm the only agent that has worked from all 3 offices in the same day.
And the trifecta in one day. You are indeed.
I'm happy to say I have clients.
And survived.
And lived to tell the tale. I have clients here in Beverly Hills. I have some over there in the valley.